Hi, my name's Greg. I'm with Green Acres Nursery and Supply, and we're at our Auburn location. And today we're going to talk about Waterwise plants, plants that you can put in areas like, say you're pulling out your lawn or in areas, or you just want to have a really nice little garden section that doesn't use a lot of water. These plants are going to be great for those areas. You know, you go, wow, you know, what do I plant? Well, we can actually help you. When you come into our stores, we have on our signs that say California natives or drought tolerant Waterwise plants, and also WUCOLS. And WUCOLS stands for Water Use Classification of Landscape Species. So when you look at the sign and it says it has a low WUCOLS requirement, that means that the plant, once it's established, doesn't require a lot of water to keep it healthy and keep it looking beautiful. So if you're looking for a really water-wise landscape solution, look on our signs, and if it says WUCOLS low, that helps you out. And be sure and ask our growers too for help. Okay, we're going to start with is ground covers. And there's a lot to choose from, like this Ceanothus here. It's a great California native, blue flowers, blooms about from March through May. Really attractive, very deer proof, deer resistant, so the deers aren't going to like munching on this. Another great one is your California fuchsia. Looks fantastic in rocks, nestled by a rock, has orange flowers. Hummingbirds just flock to this. It's fantastic. Once it's established, it really doesn't like a lot of summer water. Another one is a manzanita that's really pretty. This one's called Emerald Carpet. Has a really nice red stem to it, flowers. It's a great ground cover. Once it's established, you can even walk on it a little bit. I know my golden retriever walks on mine and he doesn't seem to hurt it that much. It's established though. Another great one is your coyote bush, your Baccharis pylorus. Hey, if you have like a hillside that you want to keep from erosion control, full sun, this is ideal for it. It works really well, has a little tiny flower, but once it's established, keep the water away from it because it's really likes the winter rains and summer water. If you water too much, you're liable to see it die out on you. Now, a lot of people laugh because junipers, the old-time junipers, used to be the only way to go. But there's a lot of new cultivated varieties like this Blue Pacific that's actually soft to the touch. It doesn't brown out on the inside. It spreads about 6 to 8 feet. Also great on hillsides, also great for pathways next to decomposed granite. Looks great around the rocks. And those are great ground covers. There are some small trees that are very drought tolerant and water-wise that look great, like this Manzanita Dr. Hurd. Okay, so you're looking at it now, but eventually get up to, and it's only about 2 feet tall, eventually get up to about 8 to 10 feet, has a brilliant, brilliant red trunk to it, looks fantastic. Hummingbirds love it when it flowers. Okay, so we just talked about some ground covers for a water-wise area. Let's talk about some grasses and some shrubs that'll do well in the, water-wise area, in our Mediterranean climate. One like this Platinum Beauty Lamandra is really cool. It's great when it's nestled around a rock. It has these really unique sort of seed heads that go to them. And no, it doesn't seed and go all over the place. It keeps nice and clumped. It doesn't get aggressive. Another one is this Karl Forster grass, which has a very low WUCOLS requirement. It will send up in the middle of summer these really beautiful brownish tan tufts. It actually looks like it's dancing. The seed heads, and it contains itself. Looks really good as a backdrop in a landscape. Now, if you have like a little shady area, this is called Dianella Cool Vista. Very drought tolerant, has these really unique seed flower heads to it that really stand out. It's a great showstopper for an area where nestled again against rocks or planted amongst other grasses. It really stands out. Now, of course, we can't get by without talking about agaves and yuccas that do really well. This particular variety is called Agave Fountain Surprise. It stays low, it looks great. You can put it in a container, loves the full sun, very water wise once it's established. Okay, we're gonna move on to some little bit larger shrubs. The pineapple guava, this plant loves our climate, which is generally rains in the wintertime and no rain in the summertime. Once this plant gets established, it's a great plant that will have a pink flower to it. If you have more than one, you might even get a fruit to it. The flowers are even edible. It looks dramatic with its foliage, which is green on the top and gray on the bottom. Looks fantastic with night lighting. So if you're putting lighting out there, you can put this out there and really accent your landscape. Another one, an Australian native, is this grevillea. And you can see in back of me this huge Canberra that Isley Nursery had planted some years ago. The hummingbirds love it. Once it's established, again, hardly any water needed in the summertime. Loves our winter weather. This particular variety here is called the Panola. It gets up to about 5 feet tall, 5 feet wide. And again, the hummingbirds love it. Blooms pretty much all summer long. This is your Oregon grape, sometimes called California holly. Beautiful, beautiful orange, yellow flowers with a little black berry to it. Fantastic, looks great, nestled around other California natives and Mediterraneans. Once it's established, very, very, very hardy. And then for different color, the yarrows, which used to be sort of aggressive, they've made it now that, like this one is called Moonshine, which stays nice and neat, brings a lot of color, a lot of butterflies, a lot of beneficials to your yard, and looks fantastic.